So we're going to move on to the second part of Module 30. Please know I'm not doing a vodcast on pro-social and anti-social and violence in TV, but you do need to know that material. Okay, so mirror neurons. So we believe that there's a biological component to social learning. What enables our observational learning? We believe it has to do with neural activity in the brain. So what are mirror neurons? Okay, they tend for the most part to be in the frontal lobe, although some of them may also be in the parietal lobe as well. The key is the action that another animal or person participates in or partakes in that may activate, say, my mirror neurons. The action has to be a specific action. It has to be something in which I can predict what might happen next. It can't be just random activity, or at least not what we think. That's not what we think thus far. Okay, and the videos will clarify this. Okay, so it's obviously connected to observational learning. It also seems to be connected to empathy, as Myers goes on to show about how when we see a loved one in pain, certain parts of our brain, except for our sensory cortex, somatosensory cortex, will actually be activated. So we believe it teaches empathy. What is really interesting is one of the fields of study is to learn to study people who are on the spectrum who may have severe autism, and there may be some issues with their mirror neurons not activated in the same way that they would call them neurotypical people as opposed to neuroatypical. So again, it's not the sense of, oh, you're not normal or you're a problem. There does seem to be some type of neurotypical behavior in terms of how the brain works, and neuroatypical behavior in terms of how the neurons are wired. So look for mirror neurons being one of these subjects and areas of study for as we continue to try to work on the issue of autism. Okay, these videos are really good. So, and they're short, so please watch them as they'll provide more information on mirror neurons. And they all vary in length, so depending upon your interest, there's even some here. This crash course, by the way, is an excellent introduction to not just observational learning, but some of the things we've been talking about. And it's always good to get information from other sources besides me, because let's face it, some other people can explain things a lot more clearly for you sometimes than I can. So take advantage of these resources that are available on this podcast. Okay, so again, and here's a longer, if you're really interested in mirror neurons, here's like a 12-minute video on it. The rest of them are short. Okay, so again, the key here with mirror neurons is it helps us with observational learning, and we think it might be the basis for imitation. And also this concept of theory of mind, it helps us figure out that other people have intentions, other people have motivations that may be similar to ours or different from ours. And this helps us build empathy with other human beings as well.